Okay, my friends, let's go on ahead and I want to welcome everybody. Thank you for practicing with me. We're here on day 13. And if you would please just start closing your eyes and pull all your awareness and your attention on how you choose to close your eyes. And notice if you can bring a little more ease into the eyelids closing. And begin to take a few easeful breaths through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth. And as you move into this breath awareness technique, notice if it's possible to bring a little more ease and you could leave your mouth open for the exhalations or close the lips softly and begin your count backwards from 3 to 1. And as you bring that technique to a close, if the mouth is still open, let the lips come softly together. And as you bring your awareness to your lips, your mouth, your tongue, invite a little more ease into that area. Now begin to notice the neutrality of your breath. As you breathe through both nostrils. And notice if it's possible to bring more ease into the whole face and head. And that may be experienced as a release or a heaviness or as a relaxation. Is it possible to let go and let the body grow heavy? Now train your mind back again to the awareness of the breath through both nostrils. And let the breath fall into its neutral, natural rhythm. And if by chance the body wants to take one more full deep breath before it settles in, give the breath permission. Release all effort in the breathing. You're just quietly watching the breath Maybe you feel the body expand and soften. Maybe you can feel the air flowing through both nostrils down the back of the throat. Maybe you experience the prana or the energy, the inspiration of the breath. Maybe you sense or feel all of it. Or maybe you feel nothing at all. Now, very easily, begin your count backwards from 10 to 1. Just noticing the breath as it flows in and counting 10. And then as it just flows out, no effort, count 10. The slow inhalation, 9. No effort, 9. And then at your own pace. Now allow the breath counting technique to dissolve and noticing how you feel. And noticing what is the experience of you. And with this quiet, restful mind, we'll begin to apply the mind medicine, the homeopathic remedy that works subtly all throughout the day as we read and listen and practice to lesson 13. Today's idea is really another form of the preceding one, except that it is more specific as to the emotions aroused. Actually, a meaningless world is impossible. Nothing without meaning exists. However, it is very difficult for the mind to grasp that concept. On the contrary, you will very likely perceive the meaningless world, the fearful world, the anxious world. Recognition of a meaningless world arouses intense anxiety in the mind. It represents a situation in which God and the ego challenge each other as whose meaning will be written in the empty space that the meaninglessness provides. The ego rushes in frantically to establish its own ideas, searching here and there to find meaning, fearful that a void may otherwise be used to demonstrate its own impotence and unreality. And on this alone the ego is correct. It is essential, therefore, that you learn to recognize the neutralness of the world, the meaninglessness of the world, and accept it without fear. If you are fearful, it is certain that you will endow the world with attributes that it does not possess and crowd it with images that do not exist. To the ego, illusions are safety devices, as they must also be with you who equate yourself with the ego. The exercises for today, which should be done 3 or 4 times but no more, are to be practiced this way. With eyes closed, repeat the idea to yourself. A meaningless world engenders fear. Then open your eyes and look around, saying, I'm looking at a meaningless world, a neutral world, a purposeless world. Repeat this statement as you look around, and then close your eyes and say, a meaningless world engenders fear because I think I'm in competition with God. And I will guide us in that practicing in a moment. You may find it difficult to avoid resistance in one form or another to this concluding statement. Whatever form of resistance or anxiety may take, remind yourself that you are really afraid of such a thought because of the vengeance of the enemy, your belief that you are in competition with God. Note carefully any feelings of overt or covert fear which may arise, and be sure to use them in your subsequent practicing today. Okay, so just breathing deeply and smoothly, the least amount of effort, in the practicing. Repeat slowly with your eyes closed. A meaningless world engenders fear. And any other variations that may come to you. And now begin to slowly open the eyes, fluttering the eyes so that they may become adjusted to the light in the room. Look slowly about you, saying, I am looking at a meaningless world. I am looking at a neutral world. Take your time and we'll practice together. And now close your eyes. Attention back to the inside. And then repeat this idea to yourself. A meaningless world engenders fear because I think I'm in competition with God. A meaningless world engenders fear because I think I'm in competition with love. And then rest deeply, allowing any experience of yourself to arise. Breathing softly with the least amount of effort. I am willing to forgive myself. I offer every experience of myself to God. I am open to divine, creative perspective of myself. And now you may rest here in sacred silence for as long as you'd like. And when you are ready to return to this dimension of time and space, take a few deep breaths, flutter the eyes softly open, making small and large movements, stretching and yawning. Our practice now together is now complete. Namaste.